For as long as I've been on self-improvement, I've always envisioned this perfect day. One free of mistakes, where I do everything I need to do and more, but still have all the time I need to hang out with friends and family. One where I'm already successful, but still strive to be better and achieve more every single day. Recently, I thought about it some more and realized that while it's a great motivator, what I was imagining is also a world free of mistakes. A perfect world where nothing ever goes wrong. Well, if there's anything I learned from over 2 years of self-improvement, it's that mistakes make us who we are. You can't learn without first making a mistake for which you can learn from. A perfect day, every day, would eventually be repetitive. You need some up and downs in life in order to keep it, interesting and productive. During the COVID pandemic, I thought my life was perfect because I had no problems. Staying home every day, spending all my time on the couch. There was no times where I had to do anything or go anywhere. I thought it was perfect until I realized that I felt unsatisfied with my life, and I could feel myself slipping more and more into this tired, zombie-like thing that never does anything because watching YouTube will always be easier. I didn't want to be like that, so I changed. Started improving myself both physically and mentally until my days weren't like that anymore. It was hard. I wanted everything to be perfect, but when I finally got what I seemed like perfection, I hated it because by getting what I wanted, I lost the feelings and energy that made me a functional human. Many times since then, I've only wanted to start a project when it's perfect. I wanted to start this channel with the perfect video. Good lighting, good speaking, everything good. If you go up to my first video, however, it's nowhere near as good as my more recent ones. The only reason these are better is because I have 215 videos that I've practiced with, which lead to better everything that I wanted in my first video. If I'd listened to the need of perfection, I would be worse at everything I wanted because I never would have actually started. So as someone who started with a really bad video, you can begin, right? Messy, imperfect, real. Own it. No one's perfect, and so it's kind of egotistical to think of yourself as the first person who will ever start something perfectly. Don't worry, I've done it as well. Because in reality, done is better than perfect. I can't edit a blank video. I can't improve something that doesn't exist. So the first step was to quit worrying about it being perfect and just worry about getting it done. Alright, so it's time to actually get into the meditation session because that whole time I was just moving the tripod and it was impossible to focus. I heard this story recently where a professor splits his class into two groups, one of quality and one of quantity. And the quality group, their assignment is to take one picture for the whole semester, and it has to be the most perfect picture ever. It's graded on a bunch of criteria, I don't know what, and that's their job, to take one picture. The other group is the quantity group, and their job is to take as many pictures as they can and to turn in, the picture they think is best. Can you guess which one did better? It's the group that took as many pictures as they could because they got constantly better because of their repeated efforts, their practice, everything. They improved. While the quality group had to take that one perfect picture, which never actually happened because their standards were too high. They never did anything with it, right? Their picture was a lot worse because they never had the practice and the constant, need to take pictures because they just had that one assignment. So what's it gonna be? Keep chasing perfect or embrace the mess and get started? Because the clips I put into this video, the ones you saw all throughout the story, I didn't record the moments when I messed up. When I started watching YouTube for over 20 minutes, I didn't record that. This perfect day that I was trying to capture, I messed up. And that's all right. I move on and tried to make the rest of it as good as possible. And because of that, I was able to release this video that you're now watching. So thank you. Of course, if you're looking for some cool clothing, head to workoutproject.com and I'll see you there. And remember, just get it done. Don't worry about it being as good as it can be, because that will eventually happen with repeated practice.